5 map secrets Rockstar is secretly hiding from us. So that's what we're going to be getting into in today's video. Real quick, if you guys are new to the channel, welcome on in. Please consider subscribing to Project Vice, like, and of course, turn on those post notifications so you never miss an upcoming GTA 6 upload. Without any further ado, let's get straight into the video. So it's no mystery that Rockstar Games is one of the most secretive companies when it comes to providing information, especially when it's in relation to its upcoming next title, GTA 6. And even though they have provided 2 trailers, multiple screenshots, and other various types of information that we have seen, they are still being very tight-lipped about various aspects of this game in relation to how big the map is going to be, and so much more. And this ties perfectly into number 1, and that is Gloriana, Georgia. Shortly after trailer 2 dropped, I covered this quite heavily, and this is because a lot of people have been thinking that this is going to be a new state in Grand Theft Auto 6. And this is because of the various references that we did see in relation to Gloriana within trailer 2 and the screenshots. For those of you that don't know, Georgia is bordering the state of Florida, that being Leonida up north. The thing is though, even with these hints, we don't know if Georgia is going to be included upon the launch of Grand Theft Auto 6. Is it going to be an entirely new state that we are going to be seeing alongside Leonida? That remains a question. It is unconfirmed at this stage, but it really just goes to show you how tight-lipped Rockstar are being about the true size of GTA 6's map and if we are going to be seeing a new state. Now, I'd say a majority of you are in agreement with me and are in the same line of thinking that the prospect of a new state being added alongside Leonida is very, very exciting. So this is most definitely one of the first secrets Rockstar is truly hiding from us. Is it really going to be included at launch, or is Gloriana going to be a new state that is going to be added post-launch? I guess the only thing is we have to wait until we get more information or until the game eventually launches. I'm sure Rockstar will have some surprises for us. Coming in number 2, Orlando. Now, geographically speaking, Orlando is another city that is in the state of Florida, Leonida, which is very close to Miami. And there is a rumor going around at the moment within the GTA and Rockstar community that a lot of people are thinking that Orlando may be featured in GTA 6 to some capacity. And one of those reasons is because of this screenshot here where we see Jason being featured playing pool with his friend Cal Hampton. Now, at first glance, it doesn't really seem like much at all, but if we direct our attention to the TV behind, we do see a statue of an alligator with its mouth open. Upon closer inspection, this does appear to look like it is a theme park of some sorts. You see some people roaming around, you do see some palm trees in the background. This is likely pointing to the idea that this is still within Leonida. But the biggest thing that points to it being likely that it is a part of Orlando is the fact that this alligator statue is reminiscent of the real-life alligator theme park in Orlando, that being Gatorland. Now, whilst not necessarily identical, you can see the similarities when both are compared side by side. It's because of this that a lot of people are thinking that we are going to be seeing Orlando in GTA 6 to some degree. Now, it was YouTuber TGG who made me aware of this when he came out with a post on his community tab on YouTube saying, "I think Rockstar is hiding more secrets. They didn't show Orlando in GTA 6 trailer 2, but this is clearly a parody of Gatorland in Orlando, Florida. They either moved it to a different section of the map, or GTA 6's Orlando hasn't been revealed yet." Now, it's entirely possible that Rockstar could move it to a different section of the map, but I feel like it doesn't necessarily add up with what Jason Tries said back in mid-2022. Going on to say Rockstar's plan is to continually update the game over time, adding new missions and cities on a regular basis. Now, whilst it's also entirely possible that Orlando may not be featured at launch, it may be featured over time as part of a map expansion or an upcoming DLC, similar to that of potentially Gloriana. Coming in number 3, Cuba. Now, this is yet again another location that Rockstar have hinted at potentially being featured in GTA 6 to some degree. And this is because in one of the screenshots they did provide featuring one of the supporting characters, that being Raul Batista. And that is this one right here where you do see him featured on a boat. Now, once again, whilst this doesn't seem like much at first, Rockstar have planted a subtle hint that points to the idea of Cuba potentially being featured. And this is because of an object that is to the right of Raul Batista. As you can see, there is a cup that displays the Cuban flag on the front of it. Geographically speaking, Cuba is quite close to Miami, only just down south from it. The only thing that separates these two locations is a body of water. And based off what we have seen throughout trailer 1, 2, and the screenshots, we know that there are going to be a plethora amount of boats being featured. So potentially transporting ourselves as Jason and Lucia from Vice City to Cuba is now the realm of possibilities. There was a leak that did come out a few years ago from a leaker, Tyler McVicker, who became a pretty reliable source for Valve and Steam, who went on to say, in relation to GTA 6, there's a time jump. It takes place in Miami, Florida area, Vice City, but then also part of Cuba. So this does make me think, based off Rockstar's subtle hint as well as the various leaks, the fact that Cuba is quite close geographically to Vice City, it does make sense for us to visit Cuba in some capacity, whether it is in a mission cutscene or something along those lines. Coming in number 4, Liberty City. Now, whilst this one is not necessarily a massive secret that Rockstar is truly hiding from us, I thought to include it within the list anyways. Rockstar have mentioned it once and they have subtly hinted at it within the trailer. The first one being the biggest one and the most obvious one, and them pointing it out in Lucia's bio. More than anything, Lucia wants a good life her mum has dreamed of since their days in Liberty City. So that's the big one right there. The subtle hint is the one that we saw within the second trailer where I think it is Lucia or Jason jumping on the back of this van. And we do see the number plate displays Liberty City. Another key thing to point out, I have mentioned this within another video, is the fact that we see Lucia in a cage fight, where we see in trailer 2 where she performs a roundhouse kick, likely having some type of skill in relation to cage fighting. Reason why this is interesting and links back to Liberty City is because we did see this featured within GTA 4 Ballad of Gay Tony, where cage fighting was a minigame. And for those of you that don't know, to provide some context, Liberty City was the setting of the Ballad of Gay Tony storyline. And this is why a lot of people are thinking that Liberty City is going to be featured. Now, I have seen people point out online and debate, go back and forth, saying that Liberty City is going to be a part of GTA 6, where we're going to be able to travel from the Vice City International Airport all the way to Liberty City. Now, this is very, very unlikely, especially at launch, because geographically it doesn't make sense. New York City, which Liberty City is based off, is so far away from Miami Vice City, it wouldn't make sense for Rockstar to include it, especially at this stage once the game launches. Now, over time, as part of a map expansion like Gloriana and Orlando and Cuba, it would make sense. However, I would say the much more likely scenario at this present stage is seeing it likely as a mission cutscene or some type of flashback where we play as Lucia. My prediction is that we likely control Lucia at some stage during the game storyline where we go to Liberty City as a flashback, similar to Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, where we actually go back to Liberty City as CJ. Coming in number 5, other unconfirmed locations. Now, these are the locations that were featured within the September 22 leaks. It's entirely possible, though, to keep in mind that these could be scrapped from the final version of the game. Regardless of the fact, though, let's just pretend and assume that Rockstar is going to have these locations featured within the final version of the game. They are, in this case, then keeping it secretive, hiding it from us because they haven't been formally revealed or even hinted at. And the first location is Yorktown. Apparently, this is a location that is in the northwest region of the GTA 6 map, likely northwest of Port Gilhorn. While unconfirmed, it might represent a suburban or industrialized area based on leaked references. The next location is a Red Hill. Apparently, it is located in the northwestern part of the map, possibly at a higher elevation overlooking the surrounding landscape. Early information suggests a remote rustic mountain town, potentially surrounded by forests or even featuring a nearby mine. Some other mentions in the leaks under Red Hill included a construction site and a forest with a river bend. Next up is Sundown. Apparently, this is located at the southwestern edge of the Leonida Keys, based on leaked footage and community theories. It's believed to be a remote town or settlement near the water, possibly with a quiet rural atmosphere. The leaks did also mention that Sundown does have a beach and a tarmac. Next up is Hamlet. Apparently, this is located south of Vice City and appears to be a small town or rural community. The name itself suggests a quiet, modest settlement, possibly suburban in nature or closely tied to the surrounding landscape. It may serve as a calmer counterpart to the bustling city of Vice City. Next up is Seaview. Apparently, is located in the northern part of Vice City, right on the coast. It might be a sleepy fishing village or a quiet seaside suburb. Early clues suggest a small community with direct access to the ocean. Now, this might be another location where we are able to fish. We know based off the screenshots, we do see Jason throwing his fishing rod into the water, and we also see Cal Hampton, his friend, behind him as well. So it looks like we are going to be seeing fishing return from Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, the last main unconfirmed location is St. Joseph. Apparently, it's located northwest of Seaview, making it one of the northernmost locations in the Vice City region. It's rumored to be a small rural town with historic roots. Hints point to classic American architecture and a peaceful setting. There is unfortunately nothing more on St. Joseph, and these other unconfirmed locations, we just don't know really more than what we have seen within the September 22 leaked files, which have mentioned these are various locations. But that does bring us to the end. Those are the 5 map secrets Rockstar is hiding from us. But now I'm going to pass it over to you guys down in that comment section below. What do you make of everything we discussed within today's video? I'd love to hear from you guys. But if you want to enjoy this video and found any informative value, please consider subscribing to the channel. I'm trying to get to 20,000 subscribers. That is the next goal. Any support is, of course, greatly appreciated. But on that, guys, stay safe. Have a great day. And I am out.